What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn about Norwegians' love for coffee. I had no idea that Norwegians loved coffee. As an American, I gotta say, I thought Americans, were really, really high up there on the rankings for countries or people that drink the most coffee. Like, there are Starbucks everywhere in the United States. There are gas stations serving coffee all the time, 24/7. But I actually pulled up a list here of where around the world, what countries drink the most coffee. And to my shock, number one is Finland. Finland is the world's biggest consumer of coffee on a person-to-person basis. The average Finn drinks 4 cups of coffee a day? Yeah, that is that good for your health? Like, I'd actually be a little concerned. I think Americans drink 2 cups on average. 1 or 2, I would say. 4 is, wow, coffee is so popular in Finland that 2 10-minute coffee breaks are legally mandated for Finnish workers. Finland has mandatory coffee breaks during work. I've never heard of that before. I'd like that. Oh my gosh, that's like, are the Finnish people addicted to coffee at that point? My God. And number 2 on the list, to my surprise, to my shock, is none other than Norway. Norway is the number 2 country in the world for how much people drink coffee on a person-to-person basis. I had no, like, the United States isn't even in the top 10. Like, it's not even close to Norway. I thought America drank a lot of coffee. No. Norway drinks a lot of coffee, and that is so fun for me to learn. Norwegians drink more than 3 cups a day. Coffee houses are popular in Norway, and unlike in the United States, they are primarily places to socialize, not work or carry a drink out. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's very true. Coffee houses like Starbucks, people go there to sit down with their laptop and do work alone, uninterrupted, or listen to music, maybe to talk with a friend. Maybe most people kind of keep it to themselves. Apparently in Norway, coffee houses are for socializing. Actually, that's the main purpose, which is really cool. That exists a little bit in America, honestly, but seems like in Norway that's the primary reason, which is really, really cool. Norwegians seem to enjoy several things like that, socializing around cozy, comfortable events like a cup of coffee. So, I also have this little article, which is going to explain Norwegian coffee culture to me. Everything about coffee in Norway that I need to know. It may surprise you that people in the Nordic countries drink a lot of coffee. Right, like if you look at this list, Finland, Norway, Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, Nordic countries, yes. In the cold climates of Finland, Iceland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway. Oh, does that have something to do with it? Because it's very cold in the Nordic regions? Is that a reason why coffee is extra popular? That I never even thought about that. That the climate, the weather, might influence how much coffee you drink. That makes a lot of sense. Typically, Norwegians drink coffee at breakfast and dinner after the meal. Norwegians drink coffee at dinner? Like Americans only really drink coffee in the morning, maybe a little during the day, but coffee is supposed to keep you awake, you know? Do Norwegians really drink it at dinner time? I didn't know anyone did that. Man, that's how Norwegians are getting to like 3 or 4 cups a day. It's like a coffee at all parts of the day. My goodness. It's funny. I thought Americans I really thought Americans were obsessed with coffee. Norway is bringing it to a whole new level in my mind. Then there's the coffee consumed during the day. These cups add up. The Swedes have a word for their take on premium coffee break, at which something sweet is consumed with friends, families, colleagues, always with a cup of coffee. Wow. Okay, the Scandinavian obsession with coffee. Why are Scandinavians obsessed with coffee so much? In Norway's capital, Oslo, there's a coffee shop on most street corners. Oh, cool. I mean, in a lot of American cities, there's a lot of coffee shops. It just sounds like we don't go to them as much. Because coffee is so available, Norwegians can easily keep up their habit of at least 2 cups per day. Many drink way more than that. Personally, I try to just drink 1 cup of coffee per day. I don't try to overdo it because I do think you can become a little used to it. Whereas if you drink 3 or 4 cups a day, yet you have to keep drinking 3 or 4 cups a day, or you feel really tired or groggy. And if you stop drinking coffee, you might actually get a headache. That's happened to me. I just try to have one a day. I didn't know there were Norwegians out here drinking 4 cups of coffee a day. My God. But given that Norway's climate can't support the growth of coffee beans, how did Norway turn into a nation of coffee lovers? How does coffee fit into Norwegian life? Yeah. The history of coffee in Norway. Okay. Between 1917 and 1927, uh, Norway had a prohibition on alcohol. Oh, Norway banned alcohol like 100 years ago. Some believe this restriction resulted in Norway becoming a coffee drinking nation it is today. Norwegians had to find another social drink. Wow, 100 years ago. Norwegians were not allowed to get their alcohol, and thanks to that, Norwegians are obsessed with coffee today. That's kind of funny how that works out. Coffee arrived in the 18th century in Norway. It was a drink for the wealthy. Coffee still trickled down to the poorest parts of society. Yeah, yeah. I believe one of the biggest reasons for the spike in coffee's popularity has to do with Norway's climate. Yeah, that's a super interesting observation. Like in the United States, it can be super hot. We still drink coffee. We still want coffee. But when it's cold, it is a little extra nice to have coffee. I get it. I get it. So Norway has an extra reason to love coffee, huh? Norwegian coffee shop chains. Okay, yeah, what kind of coffee chains or brands exist in Norway? Do you have Starbucks and stuff like that? A lot of people in America get McDonald's coffee, honestly, even. In the dark and cold of Norwegian winter, it's common to see coffee shops full of people huddled over their steaming mugs in warm, cozy surroundings. Norway's climate means there's more of a reason, and it's a popular pastime during afternoon shopping. Yeah, it seems like Norwegians pop in for a coffee like at all times of the day, not just the morning. That's which is honestly seems kind of fun and relaxing to me. Espresso House is the most frequent face of all coffee shops in Norway. Espresso House, is that the name? Espresso House? Let me look that up. Espresso House. Passionate about coffee. Yeah, 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 it's Norwegian. The most frequent face of all coffee shops in Norway. Largest chain in Nordic countries. Okay, Espresso House, never heard of it. It was founded in Sweden, now has 430 locations, 44 in Norway. Okay, cool. Coffee. Espresso House serves everything you could expect from a coffee shop. Do Norwegians enjoy like all the different coffees? Because Americans like go to Starbucks where most people don't just get coffee, but like a latte or like a iced coffee or frozen coffee or an iced latte or frappuccino, cappuccinos, like all the types of coffees. I don't even know what they all mean. I imagine Norwegians are very much into all the different types of coffees as well. including festive varieties on coffee during the holidays, many iced versions. Oh, maybe, yeah, Norwegians enjoy the warm coffee during all the cold season. But then eventually it does get a bit warm in Norway, and you can have the iced coffee. Iced coffee is very popular in America. If you're a regular visitor, download the Espresso House app. Oh, that's a good, a good little tip there. I also have a couple of different Norwegian coffee chains pulled up that I wanted to take a look at. Espresso House. There's also one called Cafe Brenneriet. Norwegian coffee chain focuses on quality coffee and has a cozy atmosphere, which I've learned that's very important. That the actual coffee house is cozy and welcoming and comfortable, because Norwegians like to go to coffee houses and sit down and talk and relax, which is very cool. That sounds very, very cozy. They have several locations. There's also Dromedar Cafe Bar, another popular coffee chain known for its specialty coffee, comfortable settings. Dromedar Cafe Bar has cafes in various cities around Norway. Stockfleths, a long-established coffee chain in Norway. Stockfleths has been serving coffee since 1895. They have an emphasis on tradition and quality. I have never heard of any of these chains, ever. These must be completely Scandinavian or Norwegian. Espresso House, never heard of it. Cafe Branet, Dromedar Cafe Bar. Stockfleths, Mocha Cafe Bar, renowned for its artisanal coffee, unique blends. Cafe Knappen, a smaller chain, focusing on premium coffee and pastries. Right, a lot of the coffee places in America, you can also get breakfast food, pastries, stuff like that. I'm sure in Norway they have that as well. And Godbrot, known for its bakery products, also offers quality coffee. So Norway has a lot of coffee brands that I've never heard of, actually. A lot of unique Norwegian chains that I never knew about. Very cool. Coffee shops in Oslo. Another prominent player in coffee shops in Norway is Cafe Brarenet. Oh, here we go, Cafe Brarenet. It's located only in Norway, and it's focused in Oslo. Okay, cool. Built on the model of the coffee shops in the west coast of America. Oh, it's like a west coast American coffee shop. That's funny. Clean, sleek, with an open plan. 20 shops in Oslo. Oslo is just like the coffee hub of Norway, huh? It's just coffee shops everywhere. Goodness gracious. Norwegians must love that part of it, huh? Many Oslo locals and the coffee connoisseurs prefer Stockfleths. Oh, here we go, Stockfleths. Yeah, we heard about that. The expert brewers trace their origins to 1895. The place where Oslo coffee expert Tim Wendelboe got his start. Coffee expert? Tim Wendelboe. There's a Norwegian coffee expert? Is he famous? Is he known for coffee in Norway? Let me see here. Tim, maybe I can look him up a little bit. Tim Wendelboe? Oh, yeah. He has his own website. Does he have a... Huh. Let me see here. Can I go to... I'll go to his website. I've never heard of him. Espresso Bar. Huh. Oh, it's a bunch... He sells coffee. How is he so famous for coffee? How do you get famous for coffee, man? Wow. Tim now runs his own roastery and espresso bar, spends much of the year working with farmers to grow beans. Oh, cool. Independent coffee shops in Norway. Yeah, in the United States, this is also one of people's most favorite things, to like find an independent coffee shop that's like locally owned, and they're usually very cozy and fun to hang out and very unique, like coffee shop. The independent ones. There's independent coffee shops in Norway. Check reviews to find the best ones. The smaller coffee shops can often be the best. True, offering something different compared to bigger chains. Yeah, exactly. Okay, coffee facts and figures in Norway. Oh, this sounds like it's going to be very interesting. Some facts about Norway. To find the world's top coffee consuming countries, revealed Norway's love for coffee. Norway ranked number 2 with an average consumption of 9.9 kilograms per capita. Norway's just behind Finland, but number 2 is especially for how small Norway is, to be the number 2 in like coffee drinkers around the planet is so funny that it's Norway. That's so cool. In Norway, 9 out of 10 adults drink coffee. 2 out of 3 adults drink coffee every day. 2 out of 3 every day. Every day. 2 out of 3 Norwegians have a coffee machine in their home. Yeah. Yep. That does not surprise me. Coffee and hiking. Hiking? Do Norwegians drink coffee while hiking? Americans don't usually take their coffee like on activities and stuff. It's usually for like sitting and doing work, basically. Hiking. Coffee is as much a part of Norwegian hiking as hiking boots, quick lunch, or a humble sandwich. Turkaffe, hiking coffee, is a tradition that goes back a long way. To go hiking or camping in Norway without coffee would be like going skiing without skis? What? I had no idea. And I've heard about Norwegian hiking and skiing and hiking, Norwegian hiking, and I've never heard that Norwegians have to bring coffee on the hike. That is, I mean, that goes right along with everything we've been learning so far. Wow, that is dedication. That's how Norwegians get that 3rd cup or 4th cup of coffee, huh? Taking it on the hike. Americans would never take coffee on a hike. For many, drinking coffee on these trips has been passed down from generation to generation. Wow! While short trips may be about bringing a thermos, stopping for a black coffee. Wow, I had no idea. Coffee and hiking. Coffee in supermarkets. Up until fairly recently, the coffee selection in Norwegian supermarkets was slim. Now it's much better. So, as coffee has grown in popularity in Norway, like the supermarkets have reflected that. There's more coffee options in supermarkets. There are so many coffees in American grocery stores and supermarkets. There's endless coffee options. That's why I thought America must be one of the biggest coffee drinkers in the world, because we have so much coffee everywhere, but we just don't drink as many cups per day, basically. Wow. Oh man. Next time you're in Norway, whether you're hiking, camping, or on a break, be sure to warm yourself up with a mug. Wow. Norwegians love coffee. That is not something I thought I would be learning today, that Norwegians love coffee more than Americans. I thought America was obsessed with coffee. This is a whole new perspective for me. This is fantastic. And it's like Norwegians like to sit down and enjoy coffee socially. They bring coffee on the hikes with them. You're drinking coffee at home. And up to 2, 3, 4 a day. That's amazing. Yeah, this was so fun to learn about. I gotta say, I really enjoyed this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and Norwegian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.